Hello everyone, it's Rimpi here. Welcome to Aspirants Bulletin. Today's video is the second of the January Current Affairs series. Today's video will be discussed by my friend. So without wasting any time, let's get started.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. Namaste to everyone. My name is Sanju. In this video we are going to discuss about Culture and Heritage January month 2021 for both UPSC and other PSC exams. In coming few minutes we are going to learn about Sentinel Tribe, New Anubhava Mandapa, Guru Govinda Singh, world oldest cave painting, Sunil Kothari and Adopt a Heritage, and finally in light of Rediscover Painting, a book by Sri Manoj Dhani, is all based upon 3rd Panipat War 1761. In this video we are going to discuss about topics and we are solving some model questions on the particular topic, so please watch this video completely and answer the questions. Guidelines in a paper published by Anthropological Survey of India, any type of exploitation for commercial and strategic purposes would affect the Sentinel tribe in North Sentinel Island of the Andamans. What is Sentinel tribe? This is the one type of tribe in India. They lives in Andaman and Nicobar Islands and it's having PVTG status, and it's completely isolated tribe. Basically, Sentinel tribes are hunter-gatherers and their language is unclassified. By the reports of 2011 census, the population of this tribe is 12 males and 3 females. The completely 15 members, around 15 members only the population of this tribe. And coming to the guidelines given by the government is that the right of the people to the island is non-negotiable. No other person can access this island, and along with that, for the commercial or strategic gain, no other can enter this island. By studying, simply the government wants to study about this culture. For that they took the initiative. That name is study of a culture from distance. Means this is completely isolated tribe. They are not allowing other culture and civilization. For that we need to observe their culture with a distance. That's why the government took the initiative study of a culture from distance. These tribes getting protection from these acts. That acts are Indian Forest Act 1927, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, SC and ST, Prevention of Atrocity Act 1989, etc. About we are going to discuss about the PVTC. The separate category of PVTC was constituted based on the recommendation of Debar Commission in 1975. Basically, it was known as PTC, Primitive Tribal Group. Now it is known as PVTC, that particular vulnerable tribal group. It was initially 52 tribes only in the list. In the 1993, 23 added. Right now 75 PVTCs are there in 18 states in India. And 2006, PTC is becoming renamed as a PVTC. What is the criteria to make them as a PVTC? The first one is that pre-agriculture level of technology. In the agriculture they have to use old technology. And the stagnant or declining population, they completely decline the population. Extremely low literacy and a substance level of economy. And in coming to Andaman, all 4 tribal groups of Andaman and the one of the Nicobar Islands are recognized as a PVTC. On this topic, let us solve some questions, then we can get more ideas. Let us discuss model questions. The first question is PVTC constitution based on the following recommendation. Option A, Mandal Commission. Option B, Debar Commission. Option C, Deodhar Commission. Option D, NCST. And the second question, the study of a culture from distance, term related to. Option 1, Orient tribe. Option 2, Gond tribe. Option 3, Sentinel tribe. Option 4, Khon tribe. These are the questions which we can see in other state exams and railway exams. Coming to UPSC level, the third question, which of the following are correct statements? The statements are: number 1, Andhra Pradesh state have highest PVTC number. Number 2, these are the constitutionally recognized communities. Number 3. 18 states have PBTs in India. Number 4. All tribes in Andaman recognized as a PBTC. Your options are 1. 1, 2, 3 only. Option 2. 2, 3, 4 only. Option 3. 1 and 3 only. Option 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just try to answer these questions on comment box. The Karnataka government has laid the foundation stone for the new Anubhava Mandapa in Basava Kalyan, the place where 12th century poet philosopher Basaveswara lived for most of his life. New Anubhava Mandapa. It is 6-floor structure and is referred as the first parliament of the world established in Basava Kalyan. The building adopted Kalyana Chalukya style of architecture. The basement of design for a Dasoha Bhavan, that is referred as a dining hall, where around 1500 people eat together. Sri Basaveswara. He was 12th century Kannada reformer, poet and philosopher during Kalachuri dynasty in Karnataka. The interesting fact here, everyone knows about the Bahubali film. In the Bahubali film, the Maheshmati name is very famous. So just remind again, the Kalachuri dynasty also having one capital. The capital name is Maheshmati. Now contribution of Basaveswara. So many things are there. Among that, Sharana movement, Kalyana Rajya, Anubhava Mandapa, and also he gave two socio-economic principles. The principles are Kayaka and Dasoha. Here Kayaka means divine work and Dasoha means equal distribution. And the Kalyana Rajya means nowadays we know welfare state. That welfare state is also called as a Kalyana Raj or Kalyana Rajya. In this topic, the simple questions may be found like that. The Kayaka and Dasoha, the principle is given by, or Sharana movement led by. These are the questions may come, and we will solve some questions. Then we will get to know more things about this topic. Just we will do some model questions. The first question is, which of the following is referred as the first world parliament? The first one is Praja Mandapam, the second one is Anupraja Mandapam, the third one is Anubhava Mandapa, and the fourth one is Praja Vedika. The fifth question is that who gave the Kayaka Dasoha principles? The first option is Shankaracharya, the second option is Shankara Prabhu, and third option is Ramanujacharya, and the fourth option is Basaveswara Swami. These are the questions which we can see in the other states and railways exams. The UPSC level questions will come like this. Sixth question, Basaveswara was there during role of option 1 Bijla 2, option 2 Bijla 1, option 3 Kokula 1, option 4 Kokula 2. So just I told you that hint of Bahubali, by that you can solve it. The seventh question is correct about Anubhava Mandapa. The statements are, first statement, basement is designed for Dasoha Bhavan. Number 2, Dravidian style of architecture using. Number 3, it's located in Basava Kalyan. Your options are 1, 1, 2, 3 only, and second, the 1 only, and third, 1 and 3 only, and fourth, 1 and 2 only. Please try to answer these questions in comment box. Let us know about Guru Gobind Singh. Recently, the Prime Minister of India paid homage to Guru Gobind Singh on his 354th birthday anniversary. Guru Gobind Singh. Let us know about something Guru Gobind Singh. He was born on 22nd December 1666 in Patna, Bihar. He was the last of the 10 Sikh Guru. His birthday anniversary is based on the Nanasaki calendar, according to which it will fall on January 20. That's why we are reading in January current affairs. Let us talk about his contribution. He had contributed in so many aspects like religious and literature and the battlefield. In the religious, he introduced the Khalsa in 1699. In the literature, his literacy contributions include the Ajab Sahib, Bint Chupia, and Amrit Saye, and so many is there. And he wrote the Jafarnama, which was a letter to the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. The battlefield contributions are, he is related to the Battle of Anandapur in 1704. In this battle only, he lost his mother and the two minor sons. And the battle just between that Mughals and Sikhs. Now we will talk about the Khalsa. It is a group into which committed the Sikhs can be initiated to demonstrate their devotion to their faith. It was a warrior community. An initiative ceremony called Amrit Pehal was created, and the rules were formulated for the Khalsa, and the male Khalsa was given the name of title Singh, and the female was given the name of Kaur. In this Khalsa, they have to work for the others, not for their well-being. And the Guru Gobind Singh started the tradition of for 5 Ks. First one is Kesh, and second one is Kanga, and third one is Kara, and the fourth one is Kirpan, and fifth one is Kachere. And the Guru also laid down many other rules for the Khalsa warriors to follow, the abstaining from tobacco and alcohol. The Khalsa tradition was responsible for converting the Sikh into the strong and disciplined fighting group. This is paved the way for the establishment of the Sikh Empire under Maharaja Ranjit Singh in 1799. This is the brief explanation about the Guru Gobind Singh. Let us solve model question, then we will understand more about the Guru Gobind Singh. Let us solve some model questions on Guru Gobind Singh. 8th question. The Khalsa system introduced by option 1 Guru Nanak, option 2 Guru Ranjit Singh, option 3 Guru Gobind Singh, option 4 Guru Tej Bahadur. The question number 9. Which of the following battle related to Guru Gobind Singh? First option Battle of Anandpur, second Battle of Samakar, third Battle of Deodar, fourth Battle of Khawaj. These two questions are very you can find this type of questions you can find in other state exams and railways. In UPSC level, the 10th question is, which of the following is the not true with Khalsa? Not true with the Khalsa. First one, Khalsa, which is the elite community. The second statement, Khalsa warriors to follow like abstaining from tobacco, alcohol and halal meat. The third statement, the Khalsa tradition was not responsible for converting the Sikhs into the strong and disciplined fighting groups. The options are 1 and 2 only. The second option 2 and 3 only. The third option 1 and 3 only. The fourth option 1 only. Again, not true with the Khalsa. Not true with the Khalsa. The Khalsa is always a warrior group, but they mention elite community, so it must be wrong. And the third thing is that the Khalsa tradition was not responsible. The Khalsa motto is to responsible to converting into Sikh into the strong and disciplined fighting groups. Of course, it can be wrong. So this can be the analysis. You can just try to answer these questions in a comment box. Let us know about the world's oldest cave painting. This cave painting has been discovered by the archaeologist in Indonesia. Let us know the location first. It was found in the Leyang Tedonge cave in the island of Sulawesi, Indonesia. The cave situated in the remote valley surrounded by the limestone cliff and only accessible during the dry season, not in the wet season. In the wet season, the flood will come more. That's why we cannot accessible in the in entire islands. Now let us know about the painting. The painting shows a pig with a short crest of upright hair, and that the characteristics of features of adult male Sulawesi Wati pigs. The painting was characteristics just like a Sulawesi Wati pig. Let us know about the Wati pig. Wati pig is endemic in Sulawesi Islands, and the painting was found in limestone cave and was made using red ochre pigment. Now we are discussing about the cave painting. In India also some cave paintings are there. Let us discuss about it. Just like Jogumera cave paintings in Chhattisgarh and Bhimbetka cave painting and Adamgarh Hills in Madhya Pradesh and Ajanta Ellora caves in Maharashtra, Sespol caves in Ladakh and Badami caves in Karnataka. These are the examples of the cave paintings in India. Now in the exams they will make you that maybe they will give you the matching way, or they will give you the one line question they can form in the state and that central level examination. Now we are going to discuss about the Padma Shri Sunil Kothari. Recently Padma Shri Sunil Kothari passed away at 87 years old. He belongs to the dance, and Mr. Kothari researched and recorded the journey of Indian dance forms and wrote extensively on Bharatanatyam, Kathak and Manipuri dances. His scholarly work Satriya belongs to the Assam state. Now we are going to discuss about the classical dances of India. There are 8 classical dances of India. One is Bharatanatyam, which belongs to Tamil Nadu. Second one is Kathak, which belongs to North India. Third one is Kathakali, which belongs to Kerala. next one is Mohiniyattam, which is belongs to Kerala again, and the Kuchipudis belongs to Andhra Pradesh, and the Odissi belongs to the Odisha, and Satriya belongs to the Assam, and the Manipuri belongs to the Manipur. These are the information. By this information we will solve some questions, then we will get to know it some additional data from this information. Just let us solve some model questions from this topic. The 11th question: the world oldest cave painting discovered in option 1 Singapore, option 2 Vietnam, option 3 Indonesia, option 4 Australia. These are the recent world cave painting discovered in. If they are asking, then you have to answer it. The question number 12: the Padma Shri Sunil Kothari passed away recently. We belongs to option 1 dance, option 2 music, option 3 politics, and option 4 painting. And again 13th question: who among the personality belongs to the Satriya dance? Okay, it is about from the information, but try to solve it. The first option is Ramanujacharya, second option is Shankaracharya, third option is Shankara Prabhu, and the fourth is Kshatriya Charya. These are the question maybe comes in a state examination as well as railways and some central level examination. The UPSC level, the question, the 14th question one: which of the following true about the oldest cave painting? Which of the following is true about the oldest cave painting? The statements I'm telling. The first statement: painting features are related to the Sulawesi Wati Peak. Number 2 statement: Wati Peak is endemic in Sulawesi Island. Number 3 statement: this painting was made with the orange arc pigment. Number 4 statement: Sulawesi Island accessible in all seasons. If you listen my class, then of course you can do easily this question. So try to answer this question in comment box. Adopt a Heritage Project. Adopt a Heritage Project launched on 27th September 2017 on the vacation of World Tourism Day. But why we are discussing right now? Recently the government review meeting of the Adopt a Heritage scheme was held. That's why we are going in a current affairs. The aim of this project is to develop the tourism amenities at heritage's natural tourist sites spread across India for making them tourist friendly in a planned and paced manner. And it is a collaborated effort by the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture and Archaeology, Survey of India, state and union territory governments. Let us know how does it works. The schemes select the popular heritage sites on the basis of the tourist footfall and visibility. And these sites are adopted by the Monuments Mitras. These sites adopted by the Monument Mitras in the initial period of 5 years. Who is Monument Mitras? Monument Mitras can be private, public sector, companies, or even individuals, and they are selected by the Oversight and Vision Committee. And now we are going to discuss about the corporate social responsibility. In this scheme, the corporate sector is expected to use corporate social responsibility funds for the upkeep of the site. And here another point is that there is no financial bid involved. The most significance of this scheme is Adopt a Heritage scheme addresses the challenges that Archaeology Survey of India and other government bodies face in operating tourism infrastructure at a heritage site. And the second thing is that by allowing private players to build, operate and maintain tourist friendly and the world class amenities at these sites, domestic and international tourism is being boosted. Means what the government is going to say this: Adopt a Heritage schemes address the challenges. We have it in the tourism and the natural and tourist sites. We have so many challenges. By the Adopt a Heritage, we have to overcome that problems by the involving private sectors. By involving private sectors, we can overcome the challenges. And some few initiative for tourism development in India. These are the Swadeshi Darshan. It is controlled by the Ministry of Tourism, and 15 circuits had been identified. And second thing is Prasad. It is launched by the Ministry of Tourism. And third thing is Hruday. It is launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and aim towards the development of the infrastructures. These are the initiative for the tourism development in India. Let us solve some questions on this particular topic, then we can get so much. The model questions. The 15th question: अपनी धरोहर अपनी पहचान theme related to. First option Hriday, second option Prasad, third option adopt heritage, fourth option adopt culture. And the 16th question, under Swadeshi Darshan, how many circuits identified? Option 1 15, option 2 14, option 3 16, option 4 20. And the 17th question, Hriday launched by Minister of Culture, Minister of Tourism, Rural Ministry and MHUA. These are the questions we already discussed in the previous minutes, and I hope you can solve it. And these are the question maybe it comes in a state exams, in a banks exams, and some are central level examinations. And the UPSC related in the model way, we will discuss about the 18th question right now. The about adopt heritage, which is true. About adopt heritage, which is true. I am going to tell the statements. First statement, to develop tourism amenities at heritage natural tourist site spread across India for making them tourist friendly, it is planned and the paced manner. The second statement, these sites are then adopted by the monument mitras for an initial period of 4 years. The statement number 3, monuments mitra can be public sector only. The statement number 4, Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture and the Archaeology Survey of India, State, Union Territory governments, the coalition. So I'm telling the options. 1, all of the above. 2, 1 and 2 only. 3, 1 and 4 only. 4, 1, 3, 4 only. These are the options. And please try to answer these questions under on comment box. And I hope you like the videos and the model questions.
I hope you find this video informative. Do like and share with your friends. Support us by subscribing to our channel. Your support gives us the energy to bring more videos. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Take care.